Hi folks, welcome to Cortisco's Chess Center. Please like, share, and subscribe as we share our love for the greatest game in the world, chess. Hi folks, welcome back. I found this study on YouTube. There's several of those. I forget what they call it. For those of you who are chess people, a study is a position that's set up and you try to win with the setup that's there. And it's usually very difficult to do. Now, let's give you an idea here. Let's go through this. Right now, it's white to move. As you can see, the white king's in check from the rook. So I think naturally everybody would go here. And then you're going to promote the pawn next. But if the rook comes here and you promote the queen, you actually lose. And the rook takes and white loses. So let's go back. What do you do? What do you do? If you go here, then you lose. Because when you go, the rook's going to take. So what do you do? You're in check. The move is here, the best move. And you'll say, well, why? Well, the rook can't go here because he'll be taken. The rook can't go here because he'll be taken. He can't stop the pawn from queening. So the rook only has one choice, and that's to check. Now, if you do this, he'll do this again, and you'll queen, and bang, you'll lose it. You'll lose the queen. So he'll check again, and say you just follow this down. Black has no other choice. He can't stop the pawn. Now let's see. The king goes here. Okay. Let's put the rook up. King can follow. But then he does this again. Pulls this trick where he gets behind the king and picks up the queen. So what do you do? What do you do? Rook to d4 is an interesting trick. Well, say that white says, okay, I'm going to queen. That's a draw. And those of you who don't see that, stop the video and see why this draws. You say, well, it's impossible. I'll show you the move here. If you don't want to see it, stop the video if you want to figure it out. Rook here, check. Now, you say, well, he just takes the rook. But it's stalemate. It's stalemate. It's black's move, and he can't make a legal move. That's stalemate. Fascinating stuff. So let's go back. So what do you do? What do you do? Let's go back and go through the scenario again. Check. Goes here, and see, he goes here again. Can't move the king up because we know he'll go here again. And if he goes here, you go back and forth, it's going to draw. So it's white to move. What do you do? What do you do? You under promote and go to a rook. And now black is threatened with checkmate on the move. As you can see, rook here is mate. How can the rook stop all of it? He can't. Now if you go here, check, the rook just takes. And the king can move. Mate. And it's checkmate. Absolutely astounding study. Let's go back. It's this is the original position here. And it's just amazing to me. This gives you an idea how precise and how beautiful chess really is. And any of you that are just learning chess, I'm only about a 1700 player. I've beaten 18 and 1900s before USCF rated. Not a good day, but I'm about 1700 on average. And the chess is such a beautiful game. Now, I'll give you an idea. We'll progress on. Say, well, John, if he can't do that. How about if white goes here instead? Then the rook just goes here. And now this pawn is pinned. And if the king moves, the rook just takes.
Insufficient material.
And that's a draw. And that's a draw. It's fascinating stuff. Chess is the most fascinating game. Let's go back. Say he goes here. The rook just goes there again. And then when the king moves, he just takes. And when king takes, that's the end. I just thought, well, this is one of the most amazing studies I've ever seen. I've never seen this one. There's a name for it. I forget. Somebody posted on the video on YouTube. Just shows you the amazing beauty and intricacy of chess. And the fact that you can pull victory out of defeat and vice versa if you know how to play your endgames. And I've always said this to people that are just starting out. Always, always, always go through your endgames, the studying of endgames first. Chess is to be learned backwards for beginners. Now, once you get expert level and above, then you can start learning a lot of the intricacies in the opening. But if you just make common sense move in the opening when you're lower rated, you should be okay. It's the end games that are the toughest. Chess is kind of an oxymoron in a way, that they're the least number of pieces on the board, the more complicated it becomes. You would think it'd be more complicated with all 32 pieces on the board, but it's not. Endgames like this, there's only 4 pieces on the board, and it's incredibly complicated. So I just thought I'd show you guys this. I thought it was great. It's a good study to show you how pieces operate and what they can and can't do. So there it is. And I just love this stuff. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.